Well, hello. Welcome to For the Love of Details on this fine Monday night. Thank you to all of those who are in the house. I see some regulars. Thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully everybody is having a great day. Summer is almost coming to an end. If anybody has summer vacation like I do, I'm starting to get a little saddened by the fact that work is soon to ensue. But regardless, we're still going to have some fun tonight. Let me bring in who our guests are. Very, very happy to have them on here tonight. You know them as Greg and Alvin. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Man, it's going good. Oh, Nate says I'm on vacation in Tennessee. Alvin was just talking about the vacation he's about to go on. And Greg, you're on a little vacation right now.
Yeah, I'm since October of 23. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation.
We can call it a vacation, aka retirement. Correct?
I prefer vacation.
You prefer vacation? Yeah. Although, Greg, we might as well just get right into it because you are retired, but I feel like you have been quite busy.
Yeah.
Right?
Really busy, especially in the last, I would say it started about a year ago this month when Eddie said to come on out.
Yeah.
And since I went out there and got some information and training and figured out, he showed me how to do things and the right way. It's been nonstop since then. It's definitely not as busy as I was at work because I was on call a lot of times. I had deployments over the weekends and at the middle of the night because it was financial institutions that I was working with. That never stopped.
Yeah.
But I could be busy full time with this, and it's just enjoyable.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. But are you having fun? Because that's what's
I'm having a blast. I mean, I'm going all over the place. Up to Seattle. Hung out with Diamond Dan in Seattle. Up in northern Pennsylvania with Steve detailing a motorcycle.
Yeah, wild. You've been someplace. Yeah. So before we get into it, let's go ahead and start off with a giveaway. So Alvin has graciously offered 2 giveaways. So we're going to go ahead and just get it going with the first giveaway, which Alvin, you want to show them what they are going to win?
First person to, the winner gets a Nemesis V2 sponge and some rinseless wash.
And some rinseless wash. Nemesis from Detail Co. I don't care. Sponsored by Alvin. And I don't care who you are or if it changes, that rinseless wash is
good.
Is dang good.
Yeah,
so let's go ahead and get the party started in here. We are going to don't start yet. I already know people are going to start just throwing things in the chat. Number 1 through 100. Go. 1 through 100. For the rinseless wash and sponge, 1 through 100. Hopefully you guys can help me man this chat.
Yeah,
I'm watching.
Start going quickly. 1 through 100. If you guys see it, so let me know. I'm still looking here. 1 through 100. I know, right?
People that were close.
Yeah, I see some that are very close, but I don't see it yet. Oh man, I mean, there's only 100 numbers at some point.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still scrolling down. I still don't see it.
I don't see it either. Somebody's bound to. Let's see.
There's some good ones.
Yeah, these numbers.
I see one real close.
Real close.
Dang,
I still don't. Okay, yeah, real close. Like super close.
You guys are super close. Oh. Yeah, I think I caught it for the one you saw.
Okay.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, so super close, but no cigar. Okay.
Yeah.
Should.
I'm still looking. Do you see it?
I do not see it yet.
Man, I think some people have danced around it.
Oh wait, I think I do see it. I see it. And this is the.
I do see it. I see it too.
Is it this right here?
Is that what you see? Yes.
Yes.
Stop.
Pork Chop Express. And you guys remember, they all come differently on the screen. So if you guess that
Yes.
number and it's above this one, I mean, it is what it is. Thank you, a Pork Chop. If you will email, I have it on the
Yes.
screen here, Dark Dragon with the O actually being a 0. Am I right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that is
Dark
correct.
Dragon 525 at
Yep.
gmail.com. And Alvin will get to
Yep, I'll send
you
these out right away.
your giveaway. Awesome. Congratulations. Do you want to show them what the next giveaway
Oh,
will be at the end?
the
Yeah,
next one is a Yum wash pad.
there you
Uh,
go.
yep,
Yeah, the elusive Yum
the
wash
elusive
pad,
Yum wash pad.
right? I do believe that they still have some of those in stock, but they go so quick. And who doesn't like to have more than one? In fact, I know that there's some people who have like 12. They're
Yeah.
sitting in their cabinet.
12.
I know there's some that have quite a hefty amount, you know?
Wow.
At one point, I'm like, there should be a cap on some of these things, right? But whatever. Anyway, so again, thank you and congratulations, Pork Chop. You guys, if you
Congrats.
have not heard before we get started, Detail Co. has dropped 2 more brand new products this morning. They have dropped their new dressing and their new waterless wash. Those 2 products are now live at thehouseofrags.com. Use code Chris10 to save you 10% off your order. All right, guys. So, Greg, let's go ahead and I kind of just want to ask you a little more. We started talking
Sure.
about retirement and the fact that you are still busy, even though it's a different kind of busy. You've traveled all over. You even came to my garage,
Yep.
which I'm still extremely grateful for. I don't know if you caught my wash and talk and you caught, the area that is now becoming a little less than clean once again. So I'm calling all Gregs to make another trip. And in fact, I think you're going to, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. As soon as we can figure out a day.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know if you want to tell everybody what's going on, but yeah, as soon as we figure out a day, we'll get it all set up and head down there.
Yeah. I gave my mom a little kind of IOU gift certificate for Christmas. Mind you, it's July. Okay. But to coat her car in Yum 6 and get it all dressed and ready. And Greg has graciously, and I'm not going to say offered because I think I almost begged him, please come help me do this. And he graciously accepted. So I'm so excited to do that. So where have you been? You said you went, explain again a couple of the places you've been. You just detailed a Harley, a motorcycle.
Oh, it's a KTM for an
Okay.
Austrian motorcycle, right? So
Yes.
starting out with went up to Seattle and visited Dan. We did a live up there. Then when I went on vacation, went back east and detailed some cars and drove up to northern Pennsylvania, about an hour and a half from Philadelphia, and spent the afternoon with Steve Pearson and had a great time. Really nice motorcycle he has. His wife made some cookies with the Clear Coat Confession logo on it, which is
Oh,
cool.
that's right. I saw those. They were nice.
Yeah, I got to drive his race simulator, which, I'm thinking, you put a quarter in back in the day, right? And you're just driving this thing around. No, this thing has haptic feedback and laser scanned all of the
Wow.
raceways and stuff. And so you're feeling every bump that the drivers do. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so then I headed down to Virginia. But before I did that, I stopped in the Fat Tomato in South Jersey, in I think Berlin or West Berlin, and had lunch with Ross Flipside, Ross Cruz.
Nice.
Met him in person. Alex Lewis was going to try and be over there, but he ran into an emergency. Then went down to Virginia and hung out with my brother for a while. And he purchased some ADS glass coating, so put that on his car for him, helped him out there. And every time it's rained since then, he's sending me pictures. It's funny as hell.
I
He's
love
enjoying it.
it. Yeah.
Then went down from there, drove another 4 hours to my sister and brother-in-law's house in Roanoke. And, geez, I worked my brother-in-law's butt off. We washed and prepped his cars. He's got a fun drive car. It's a Porsche Cayman, I think. Brandon can answer that. He knows it better than I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
My sister's got a BMW 328 or so. We prepped those for coatings, and Brandon drove over an hour and a half on Sunday, or an hour and 40 minutes on Sunday, and the three of us coated the car. That was a blast to have
Yeah.
Brandon over there.
That was fun to watch. That was,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but it was hot. It was
Yeah.
hot. So we had lunch from that point on. They left. Brandon left, and Mark and I said, "Hey, let's go finish Donna's car. Don't worry, Wes, I'll be back out that way."
I was like, yep.
Uh, so then we finished her car the same afternoon, and it got really hot and humid, and I was drenched.
Yeah.
But the cars looked just amazing, and I was supposed to have another 2 weeks down there, but some things happened. Somebody from the swamp had to reschedule because of
Mm,
a vacation. So we'll do that, and I hope to get down there before the end of September and visit him, and then Sock and Tim, and then hopefully get over to the eastern side of Florida to visit Matt.
yeah. That's amazing. So, I mean, you think about this, we have built some pretty amazing online relationships with lots of people. We have Alvin here in the house. We have you. I mean, we have groups that we talk to daily. When you I mean, you're driving all over the world basically in terms of the US to meet these people. Does it exceed your expectations when you meet them? You
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, how many people in the in this right here have gotten to sit in Brandon's M3 and get a ride from Brandon,
Yeah.
right?
That's
And then hang out with him and tow a car with him, and hang out with Steve Pearson and go up and see Dan's garage with that he could put 6 cars in
yeah.
before they moved, right?
Yeah.
And then notwithstanding heading out to Pocatello too,
Yeah. Yeah.
not once but twice,
Twice.
right? And there's yeah, it's exceeded my wildest expectations. I never thought I would be doing something like this at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anybody that you still want to collab with or still planning to visit? Is there somebody pressing that you are just dying to go meet?
Yeah, there's a couple people. Um, uh, yeah, so I want to be part of a Chingy video
Oh,
and
yeah.
bumping with the music. That's what I want to be.
There you go.
Right? I
He
mean,
knows his music too,
he
so
knows his music,
he
and
does.
I'm trying. I'm going into Gemini, Grok, ChatGPT, saying, "Can you review glossed up detailings, videos, and compare their music with what I can select?" And it's coming back that cannot compute. You
Yeah.
you can't you can't compete with that man. So
Catch that bug.
so I think the best thing to do is if something's going on down in California,
Yeah.
to maybe hook up with Chingy and you know do some work and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's in a beautiful part of California too, so
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very awesome. And now, Alvin, where have you traveled? I know you just recently wowed everybody with your MC skills over there in Chicago at the warehouse.
Yeah.
Um, which I do have to say you did, and I think we've already talked about this. We've already sung your praises, but I'm going to sing them one more time because you were freaking fantastic. And I know that that was just kind of on the spot, but you're kind of a natural at doing stuff
Thank
like
you.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
I think I've said that before. I'm not comfortable being on screen. Usually I just like lurk. But sometimes
work.
the best things. Yeah, no, I really have. I'm sure.
He does. He does it
He
on the
does.
podcast too.
Even though, yeah, exactly. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah,
But he called me out, put me on the spot, and sometimes the best things happen when you are put out of your comfort zone and you wing it.
yeah,
It turns out good. So I pretty happy with the way it went, and I'm just glad that everyone was entertained. So
yeah. Have you made any trips to collab with anybody else?
no, no, actually, that this is pretty interesting. Like I said, I'd rather lurk, but
Yeah.
I think getting into this whole community thing, getting into this whole community thing is like a good way of putting yourself out there and getting more comfortable. Because I do
Yeah.
that at work, and I lead small teams, but speaking to a larger group is a bit different. But
Yeah.
if I could, um, I would like to go out, and collaborate with other people. I know going to the warehouse was one way of just supporting, and then unintentionally getting a collaboration. So
Yeah.
might happen to happen again.
Yeah.
And Brandon says he's coming over to the
Yeah.
house
How far
when we
are
get out
you
there.
from the warehouse?
35 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're
It's
close.
not that far.
Yeah.
So
Jen's in the house. What's up, Jen? I think Jen is currently on
Hey,
a
Jen.
cruise. So hope you're having a good time. Jen was another one who literally just killed it, during that
she's
live.
great.
She was
She
absolutely amazing. So
she's definitely amazing. She was
yeah.
natural on
Um,
there.
she was. Little spoiler alert. Jen will be on my podcast next
Ooh,
Monday, I believe.
Nice.
Jen.
nice.
So yeah, so excited to talk to her. She is uh, come and taken this detailing community by storm. So she's great. Um, thinking about traveling, man, I would love to do collabs and travel. I don't know that I would ever get the opportunity, but I live vicariously through those of you that are traveling, especially, Greg, I know you're doing a lot of it. I love that not only you go to collab, but then you're also putting it online and sharing it with us. Um, I think that's the really cool part. Um, has it changed your perspective, Greg, on the community? Just being able
Um,
to travel and meet people.
yeah, it's there's just a lot of us are alike, right? We've got a love for detailing. We've got a love for talking, and sharing ideas and sharing what we do, right?
Yeah,
And when you get out there and you meet these people, you're finding out the same darn thing.
yeah,
They love cars, they love detailing. There's a lot of us that have got the IT background in us.
yeah, which is
You
wild.
know,
That's crazy
yeah,
Yeah,
to me because
crazy
you guys
coincidence,
must be
right?
real stressed. That's the way I see it. IT people need a place to unwind. Is that what it is? Because there are a ton of IT guys in this community.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you want to get like no screen time. Sometimes you just want to disconnect.
Yeah. Oh, I
That's
can I can see
yeah.
that. Absolutely. Um, Greg, I know that you have a channel. You have a YouTube channel. Are you going to continue building that channel, or is this just going to be kind of when you have a chance? Are you traveling and what are you doing with your channel? Because you were putting out some bangers.
So, I'm still contemplating doing the detail co one, but at this point I've got to buy all new chemicals, right? I had all my chemicals set
God.
up, ready to go, and there was a couple things that happened when I was getting ready to do this, in I think March or May timeframe, that I had to delay. So I said, okay, I'll do it when I get back. And then what happens 2 weeks ago is, everything's changed. So everything's changed, but they stayed the same. So I've got to, I mean, the script it can still be used, but I've got to figure some things out before
Yeah.
I do. But,
Yeah.
I think, I think what I've really enjoyed doing is some of the live stuff is just getting on there and washing a car. The one thing I don't have is the gift of gab most of the time,
Yeah.
when I'm washing a car. So when I have someone hosting like a Damo, it makes it easier for me.
Yeah.
Um, I like to have that person in my ear, telling me, what's going on and asking the questions. And, if I have a question, I can ask right there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, there's some things that are still coming. I plan on getting that one more, at least one more out before the end of the summer, and I'm hoping it doesn't take 2 months to edit. I,
Yeah.
it's expensive to edit
Uh,
with respect to time because I'm slow. So I have people help me do the editing. So
yeah. Man, if I had extra pocket change, I would hire someone to do my editing because
Oh,
I'll tell
for
you what,
sure.
It
Yeah.
just, it's one of those things. And I don't know what it is. I felt like I was on a roll for a minute, and then all of a sudden the last couple of months where I have gone out, like I've lost footage, or I didn't record when I thought I was recording, or there's just seemed to be so many issues that I'm having, and it's kind of, it's annoying, it's frustrating, or I just talk too dang much and I don't know when to be quiet. That's another thing. So that whole gift of gab, sometimes it's
Yeah.
toxic, Greg. You might be happy that you don't have it. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm like, goodness gracious, girl. I would literally have footage of like 2 hours that I'm trying to cut down to 20 minutes.
It,
Lord,
Yeah.
shut up.
it's so true.
It really is. But we also have, if you guys don't know, on the panel tonight, a rinseless connoisseur
Oh.
uh, by the name of Alvin here, who's also known as Dark Dragon. Alvin, I have to ask you, because this is, I mean, I don't know if, well, I'm sure everybody in the chat right now knows, but the world needs to know that you literally are a fan. When I say fan of rinseless, I mean fan. How many rinseless washes do you own at this moment?
Okay, so
Let's keep it
there
real.
are no, I will. So I'm tracking. This is bad. 114 different rinseless washes are out on the market today. Of the 114, I have 83, or at least have tried. I own 83. I actually have like them all back here. I would
Look,
show you, but like if you want to
Yeah.
pull something out, you can say a name. I'll pull
wow.
it out from the back. So yeah, 83. It's a that's a confession, I guess.
Tell
But
people how
I
you're
do.
tracking them too.
I got to. Yeah, I do have a spreadsheet that you guys, if you ever wanted to look at it, I have the link and I can put it in here. But yeah,
Wow.
it's bad, and I would thank the people that would give me samples, because some of them are unavailable in this
Yeah.
country. So getting
Wow.
those.
What made you become so interested in, I mean, like, I know we all, I can speak for myself here. We buy chemicals. We want to try new things. But what started the obsession with the rinseless washing?
Um, so I used to live in the city, Chicago, and lived in a condo, and so no access to water. And
Mm,
kind of funny, I started using McGuire's Ultimate Waterless Wash and Wax a lot, and using a car wash. But then you use up so much of the bottle, and I thought looking for something else to try, like a better way.
yeah.
And then um, I look on the forums. Everyone was talking about like Auto Geek, and I don't know if anyone got into that, but people are talking about like Duragloss, which is like one of the original ones. ONR is another one, and started using that, and that was like an eye opener. It
Yeah.
was pretty good, pretty good. Of like, hey, this is actually a bit more economical, and then you can just make your own bucket. And I would just use like rags in a bucket,
Wow.
and that's it. So
So have you used all versions of ONR?
not all versions. So even on eBay, people still sell the old turtle wax wash and wax version of ONR.
Really?
Um, yeah, so I try to get as many different versions, and I know someone asked if I tried CTX and TTR. I do have them, and even have a pre-production version of TTR that I got
Wow.
like third hand from,
Yeah.
so that
That's
has no
pretty cool.
color scent. But yeah,
I've still never used ONR. I remember, I mean, I always heard of ONR. I think the first rinseless I ever used was DIY. No, I take that back. Ultra, what is the brand? Ultra, not, is it Ultra? Ultra. Is it Ultra?
for
Okay, Tim,
rinseless.
for rinseless. I'm trying to think. Tim, Hawaii Tim sent me some, and I want to say it's like Ultra. Ultra, I don't know. I'll think of it in a minute. But I just wasn't really into
Oh,
rinseless at the point. I think
was
it's
it was Ultima?
Ultima. There you go.
Ult
I was close. Yep, there you go.
Ultima, yeah, Ultima's right here.
Yeah,
Got the
yeah.
yeah, the original. There's two versions,
Yeah,
the
which is
acrylic and
pretty
the regular.
good. And then I started hearing about, O and R, but the virgins, excuse me, virgins kept changing. And then people started saying they were trash the more that they were being changed. So I just never jumped on board. I don't know.
The funny thing is, it just lasts so long that by the time they changed, I didn't even get into it. Like,
Yeah.
version 5, and then version 6 is out there, and I think they still have a bottle of that too. So
Yeah. So what do you guys, and Greg, would you say you're into rinseless washing more than foaming?
I would say I'll use rinseless wash right now only on two coated cars.
Okay.
Everything else is going to get foam, rinse, foam.
Okay. Do you ever foam anything, Alvin? Do you own
so
soap?
you know that is funny because like after I moved into a house, I forgot about rinseless for a little bit just because I have a hose and everything, and then it's so much easier. It is so much easier than like dragging out the pressure washer and
Yeah.
like getting everything ready. But
Yeah.
as far as foaming, yes, I foam in the winters. So I don't have access to water in the winter, and I think to help like get the dirt off, I would pre-foam with a
Yeah.
foaming rinseless, like Red O&R or Owner's Pride. Was that the one that foamed? Or American Digital ADG
Oh,
Fusion
yes.
that
Yeah.
foamed.
Yeah.
So
I think Ammo
and
has one too, a foaming
yeah, froth.
froth.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
How many soaps? I don't have as many soaps, J Farm. Sorry, I saw
Um,
some questions.
yeah, there is some questions. do, do you know how many you have?
No, I don't have that many, so that's a good thing. I just
Um,
stick purely to rinseless.
yeah.
So
Chelsea had a question too. We can go ahead and answer here. She always comes with the heat. I love her questions. So, at what point does detailing stop being maintenance and become a hobby or even an art form?
uh,
Well, what
so
do you guys
for
think?
me, um, it did become maintenance, but then as things happen, you get kind of you want to figure out if there's a better way, and
Yeah.
you start looking online, you're looking on the forums, you lurk a lot and watch a lot of other people's videos, and then just try to figure out what works for you because not every process is the same, and then that kind of just sends you down the rabbit hole, and then that's how those whole rinseless things started for me, and
Yeah.
then you kind
Yeah.
of enjoy it. Yeah.
And I think it kind of does. I mean, would you call it almost a little bit of an obsession?
Oh, definitely,
Right? I
definitely.
mean, yeah, I definitely think it is. So, what sets apart? Since I mean, rinseless. What sets apart a good rinseless from one that isn't good? You've tried. So, out of the 85, have you
Right.
tried all 85?
Yeah, yeah. At least once. I've tried everything at least once.
So,
I
in
try to
your
get
opinion, what sets it apart? What
so. I
what
mean,
stands
for
out?
me, yeah. For me, and like my situation, kind of what I started was even with O&R, like in the winter, there's a lot of grime on the side of the panel that you would even though you clean the car, it would still be there. And
Yeah.
so, what I'm looking for is something that really cleans.
Mm,
Um, that can definitely cut through the
yeah.
dirt that I have. And so for me, that started on like it can't be the polymer rinses that came out at the time. A lot of them were polymer heavy, and I was looking for something different. So
Yeah.
it has to be a real good cleaner. And then the other thing that I'm looking for is something that has a good wipe off on the dried on of it. And then
So,
yeah,
like
I see that
polymer,
question.
like hybrids. Are you into
Yeah,
hybrids
I
then?
was mostly into to surfactant rinses because they have cleaning power.
Yeah.
Um, but as things have gotten better, they're getting a little bit better as far as the wipe off.
Yeah.
Yum does have a good wipe off. I still, you know, it's back there, but yeah, I still like some good cleaning power. In the end.
So
Uh,
what is your number? What is your top three out of those
ooh,
85? If you had to pick three and get
for
best.
for a, I would say for it's gonna be odd. I still like S3 for that scent.
Okay.
And it's a really good cleaner. It's still a good cleaner. I know it's a really divisive, like scent, but I like that scent.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nemesis is out there, Yum is out there, and then I would say like Tech 210 has been
You
a
know,
good one that I've been using.
I was going to ask about that too. That just kind of came by. I didn't even know that was out until recently.
Have you,
But you like it? I mean,
so the reason I like it is because I had no expectations. That kind of like came out of nowhere,
yeah,
right?
that's
And so I had like low expectations, and then it was pretty good. I think Chingy made a video or Eddie made a video, pretty pretty spot on there. It's like
Yeah.
an upgraded Indo or like Eco Wash or Hero, but in that vein. But
Yeah.
just because you had no expectations, it was pretty surprising. So
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's, and I know we were kind of on the horn talking about it, and you ended up buying it because a new rinse list just dropped, which was Wake Eaters rinse
oh
list.
yes.
Uh,
I did. I bought that right off the bat. Sorry, I dropped
yeah.
I dropped one of the bottles. Um, so yeah, as soon as you pointed out,
I,
I did buy that right away,
yeah.
and I think he just asked. Ricardo asked if I tried Gloss Duck. I actually just tried Gloss Knot, is what I call it, because of the color. I don't know if you've seen that rinse
So
list.
I don't even know what Gloss Tech is.
So John
Is that the
Parker, the
green one?
chemist, yeah, it is. It is like snot green. So this
Oh,
is
wait a minute.
apparently
Yeah.
a V2.
Yes.
It smells like caramel candy apples. Caramel apples.
Okay.
That's
Ooh,
what it smells like.
That's right. I think somebody posted a picture and the color is a little weird to me.
It is snot green. So
Yeah. Herrick says that Tech Choice labels look so busted.
yeah, they updated it and they got to the 90s is what they got to with
Yeah.
that labeling.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, and I'm not throwing shade. No offense, but it's kind of a labeling that I would see kind of like superior. Like it's just
Yeah, I
it's
think it's
I
like an
don't know.
afterthought for them.
Yeah, kind of. I haven't
Yeah.
really tried. In fact, I don't know that I've tried any Tech Choice except for they have like a screen cleaner that I love that I use on all my devices, like my computer screens. But I've not tried anything else Tech Choice.
You haven't tried 582?
I've not tried anything Tech Choice.
Okay.
No, so I should, right? I've always said good things. What do you think, Greg? Have you tried 582?
well, let's see. When I bought some towels from Alvin a few months ago, he put about 4 or 5 different samples, but he didn't label any of them, so I don't know what I tried.
I sent you a picture with the names. What are you talking about? I sent you a picture with
Yeah,
the names.
I don't remember the picture. It just go back up about 20 minutes to David's last comment about me. You'll understand why I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah. Are they starting in? I didn't see it. Are they starting in on the old thing?
No, just
Oh,
just
okay.
just memory.
Okay.
I don't mind the old
Like,
jokes. I mean, it's
yeah.
it's obvious. So
I mean, Greg, you look great. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
you do.
they do say some funny things, though. I'm not going to lie. Let's answer Chelsea's question here. Has social media made people better detailers by sharing knowledge, or has it created unrealistic expectations
This is
and
really good.
unnecessary product chasing? Well,
You want to go first, Greg, or?
Yeah, social media has given you the information. It's up to you to take that information and knowledge and become a better detailer. Because I could have all the well, let's just take math in high school. I had all the information right in front of me, but I didn't have Chat GPT to figure it out. I didn't have videos to figure it out. And guess what? I didn't figure out a couple of classes.
yeah,
Now, you've got YouTube, you've got Chat GPT, Gemini, and Grok. You've got people that are they're right on the end of this thing to give them a call or video. I've done videos from
yeah.
Discord just to get help from people. So it's up to you to get the information and
Yeah.
apply it to become a better detailer.
What do
Yeah,
you think,
definitely.
Calvin?
So I think it's in IT. There's a lot of different ways you can do like a process, and there's different
Yep.
ways of accomplishing that. And it's kind of the same thing with processes and detailing. And social media definitely has given people more options by showing them, but at the same time, it is kind of both because you know that there is a little bit of hype, a little bit of incentive is, I can't even say the word, but incentives to push
Yeah,
something. So it is always a double-edged sword.
yeah, yeah,
Um, there is some unrealistic expectation because you always get the beginning and then you always get the end, but you don't see what the process was in the beginning. I know some of them explain them, but some channels have like a before and after, and you really don't see the actual sweat that goes into doing something, especially like interiors is like
yeah,
more hard work than you think.
yeah. I agree, and I think Conway makes a good point. There's pros and cons to social media. Hands-on
Yes,
use,
definitely.
training, and experience will always trump YouTube University. And I do
Yep.
agree with that. Everybody's in different situations and different environments using different tools. I mean, everybody has their own way, but YouTube is a very valuable source, regardless. So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing beats experience. And the product chasing, I think, is absolutely true, because
Definitely.
how many of us have products that work, but we always go and think we need, the latest and greatest. So yeah, that product chasing part, Chelsea, I fall victim to that. And as I'm sure a lot of us do, but what are you going to do? Right.
It's fun. Sometimes it's
It
fun,
is.
right?
It is definitely
It,
fun.
it is fun. It is fun. It's costly, but it's fun.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
it is not cheap. I've spent way too much money
Yeah.
on rinseless washes just to get it for.
Well, then you
Yeah.
need to stop tracking how much money you're spending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I try not to pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And darn Shopify will get you sometimes. So,
Yeah.
David says social media can be toxic. Yes, it can. Social media is a double-edged sword. There's great information. And then there are Mars, morons, asshats, rejects, and,
Yeah.
and heads.
And I'll give a shout out to anyone who does social media, especially
Yeah.
like the small content creators, because I know no matter what you do, you're not perfect, and there's always going to be someone that like hates on it. Not
Yeah.
hates, but there's always going to be someone who's not satisfied. But
Yeah.
the only thing you can do is just be the best version of yourself and just
Yeah.
push on,
Yeah.
right?
Conway says that he thinks social media has created a lot of things where people have too many unrealistic expectations. And I think that's true. I'll be honest with you. My toxic trait is I see some things going on, like wet sanding, which I have absolutely no idea how to do, but I'm like, oh, I could do that. Can I really do it? I'm sure,
Oh,
but you got to practice that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So one thing I figured out how not to figure out how much money I'm spending is I actually have the one card that I use on auto pay. So
Yeah.
it just pays it off every month. I don't even see how much it is.
Yeah.
Can I make a comment about
Yeah.
somebody so Nate's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The only thing I would tell Nate is make sure you pay for parking, because I watch a YouTube channel, one of the tow truck drivers out there. I forget what his name is, but he's always pulling people who park in spots that they're not supposed to be or not paying for. So make sure you're paying for your parking, Nate.
Very good. I think, sorry, Chelsea, I know you had a couple or another question. I don't think okay. I didn't start. So if you can only invest in one area, better technique, better tools, or better chemicals, which would have the biggest impact? Man, Chelsea, these questions are good. What do you guys think? Who wants to go first?
I think Alvin wants to go first this time because he's making me go first every time.
Yeah. Am I? No, I went first the other time. I would say it's either tools or technique. I think you can accomplish a lot with even the cheap. I wouldn't say cheapest chemicals, but there are people who start out at the bottom. You can use the LAs, you can use the Superior, and
Adams.
you can get atoms. You can get the same results. So chemicals don't matter as much as proper technique or
Yeah.
really
Right.
good tools.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
I would say I'd
I
probably
would
say technique.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would 100% say
Yeah.
technique, because before I went to Pocatello last year, uh, it was not a pretty sight, and it's gotten a lot better. So
Yeah.
technique, and that's one
Yeah.
thing that he was driving when I was
Yeah.
there, was the technique, and even the last trip too was the technique as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
When I
because
got a chance to participate.
now that I think about it, like tools and the chemicals just make it easier, but the technique
Yeah.
is the one that makes it work.
Yeah. I mean, there's people who could do a hell of a job with Bauer polishers, one from Harbor Freight,
Yeah,
as
exactly.
opposed to a $800 Merca. Again, yeah, knowledge, experience, technique, absolutely. Um, it is fun to have the nice tools, but I don't necessarily think they're needed. What good is a tool if you don't know how to use it?
Or if it's sitting
Right.
up on the shelf behind you 9 months out of the year, and the only time you bring it down is to dust it off,
Yeah.
right?
No, absolutely. Yeah, I have, and I'll be honest, I have a polisher sitting on my shelf right now that I still have never used because I always grab the same one. Um, I don't know if you guys have that problem, but I definitely do. Alvin, talking about rinseless again, I know you mentioned foaming on a heavily soiled vehicle, and I really think that that's what people get most concerned about. Can you rinseless wash a dirty, hammered car?
So if you do a basic rinseless wash, I would say don't even try it. But if you, and I do this in the winter, like modify the process a bit so you can do like a pre-wash with like a citrus or even like Labo's low high pH rinseless sprays. You use a foaming rinseless on top of that, and the other thing that I do is use hot or warm water when I
Mm,
pre-foam and then let it dwell. That should help take down things a little bit. And if you use warm water to like spray that off, you can
yeah,
probably get away with that. But
yeah,
I wouldn't do it if you're just doing a regular bucket in contact without any pre-spray or any kind of pre-treatment. But
yeah,
I think you can get away with it. I do it in the winter, so
yeah. Have you tried Detail Co's new hybrid wash yet?
yeah, the UPS has.
Oh,
Um,
that's right.
it was sent to
That's
me.
right.
Unfortunately, sorry to say, but it got lost in the mail or
Yeah,
damaged in the mail. But
yeah.
yeah, I got.
I think a UPS driver is
I
foaming
think
their van right now with mine
I,
because it's
I think
so much.
Frankie took a used it as a step stool.
Frankie,
He took a step
Frankie.
stool. He took my box
Yeah.
and used it as a step stool.
I like what the loser says. I agree, knowledge is first, but it hasn't stopped me from buying every fun new brush, polisher, or entire
Nice.
oops. Oops. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Definitely hasn't stopped me at all. Because it is fun, right? Chingy's telling you to trust the science, Alvin.
The science works, and you just
Yeah.
gotta help it along with some
Where have
additional
I heard
things.
that before?
So, I mean, at this point, you guys, do you think I mean, Alvin's sitting with his 85 rinselesses in the back. Are there,
140 or something.
114 available that I'm aware of,
which is
and 80,
wild to
83.
me. Like
Oh, the market blew up.
I can't
So
even fathom. I can't even fathom that number. Do you think there are too many products on the market right now?
yeah, I think it's getting to a point. It's not. If we're talking rinseless, yes, because I think we're getting to a point where it's all iterative and not much innovation. I know chemically, the companies are using newer surfactants, newer polymers, and then trying to get things a bit different. But that's just on the back end could be innovative, but the
Yeah.
process itself is really iterative.
Yeah.
Higher dilutions, this and that. I think, and I know David's gonna love this. One attempt. Well, yeah, there, number 56. Here's rinse free from Chemical Guys.
Yeah.
But
Perfect timing.
yeah,
Jesus.
filled hammer, fat nude is at least a different attempt at changing the process.
Yeah.
And I will say I've tried that. I've got it back here. Thanks, David. Um, it's a really good cleaner, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
fat nude, really good cleaner. The only thing is, it's like someone trying to sell you a car with all these like add-ins. It sounds great, but then if you use it like day to day, you probably use like one or two of the functions.
Yeah.
So for me, it's really good, but it's not as in my process would be like ideal because I don't do the dry on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't get over them naming it
Oh,
that.
fat nude.
It just,
Yeah.
to me,
pH neutral. pH
Yeah.
neutral. I
pH
know.
pH at
New,
is that what it
pH
stands?
at,
yeah pH
pH
at
at
neutral.
neutral. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Good to
Yeah.
know. Good to
Hey,
know. Yeah. What do you think,
there,
Brett?
there, well, there was one question that we kind of talked about that I was wondering if I could just answer. I can say it that you asked me about earlier before we went on, and it was something about it. Was there a garage that really impressed me?
Oh, yes. Sorry,
You
Greg.
know,
I might have
no,
skipped.
that's okay. Because I went back and wrote some notes down.
Thank you.
And so there's two. And the I'm gonna say that the honorable mention goes to Diamond Dan because his garage has so much stuff in it. You don't see a quarter of the product and equipment that he has in his garage. He's got enough product for a long time to do his lives. And he's got it very well organized and clean. And I'm sure it's the same way after he got everything moved in. But the best shop is got to be Eddie's, and it's
Mm,
not because of all the chemicals that you see that aren't
yeah.
available yet, right? It's not because of all the other things that are in there. It's because of the people that are in there and the conversations that go
Mhm.
on in there. Jamie's not in here, right?
I don't think so. They're busy
Yeah.
with their
Yeah,
show.
they're in Oshkosh.
Yeah.
So when I showed up that night, a couple months ago, I walk in the front door and Jamie's sitting on the couch. How many times do you get to hear "What's up, Greg"? You know, um, Nick is there. Eddie and the family are there. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. The two dogs are there. Nick at night's out in the garage working on a car with Nick from Yum.
Yeah. Wild.
You know, yeah, it was wild. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's my response to that.
Well, I love that. And even, I mean, but beside the people that are there, Eddie does have a very nice setup. His
Yeah.
setup too is beautiful. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I
Hear my
heard.
dog barking over here. Sorry. Should have put her outside. Yeah, I think that I like what you said though, Greg, because I really do think that makes a difference. The people that are in it, the conversations that are being had, just the camaraderie, the relationships, the connections. It's what it's all about, you know? Um,
100%.
yeah,
Oh, definitely.
yeah. I do have to ask you, Alvin, though, now that you showed us the Chemical Guys rinse list, is it any good?
Surprisingly good.
Really?
Uh, for something that was, it's not the best. It's just better than you would expect, I guess,
Yeah.
is what I would say. So
I tried not too long ago Chemical Guys waterless wash, and
also not that bad.
it's all
Is that what
actually it's not that
it's
bad.
all,
It's
it's
not
not that
that bad.
bad.
It smells really good too. I don't even know or remember somebody. I don't even know who it was. My sister or my brother-in-law. Somebody just handed me this Chemical Guys waterless wash. They thought about me. I'm like, oh, thanks. But I tried it. Actually, it was not that bad.
Yeah,
There is a place for waterless, definitely.
yeah,
So,
and I'm sure someone just runs out and grabs it if they see it on the shelf. So
yeah. But yeah, the rinseless when you pick that up. So how many Chemical Guys rinselesses are there?
there is just one.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised.
So yeah, rinse free. They did have an EcoSmart waterless that you could try, but I think
Yeah,
it's just more of a waterless.
yeah, yeah. Um, do you guys think that I'm going to change? I'm going to change
Hmm.
the trajectory right here. There's a lot of content obviously out there on YouTube. We know a lot of content creators ourselves. A lot of us are content creators. Do you think that reviews are becoming more trustworthy or less trustworthy? What is your take on that? Whoever wants to go first.
I think it depends on the reviewer. To be honest with you, especially if it's not a paid, you get paid or sent these things.
Yeah,
But there are people that there are content creators that will, even though they're sent something, they will give you an honest review.
yeah,
But if somebody's out there getting a product and every time it's the best soap, it's the best
Hmm.
this, it's the best that, I'm out.
I
And we do have some content creators that are out like that. But there are some people that do give really honest reviews, and they may not like the product, but they will put a spin on it in a positive way,
yeah,
so that it's not a harsh review.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I really appreciate that. Keeping it positive, but being honest with the review.
Yeah. What do you think,
I,
Alvin?
I agree with Craig. Actually, you know what I kind of miss content-wise from content creators? The old comparison videos. I think people are afraid to do that nowadays,
Yeah.
to compare products, just because everything goes into, like, I don't know, like different camps, or people get
Yeah.
very, very attached to things. But
Yeah. Or
I miss
offended.
the yeah, or offended. But I miss like the four-way battles. I miss like the how long
Yeah.
will these last? I put 15 on a panel. Let's
Yeah.
speed it up. I
Yeah.
know it's not realistic, but it is entertaining. So,
Yeah.
but like Greg said, if there are people that will give a good, honest review and put it in a positive light, I think that's really what's needed. And there's people who just don't want to say anything bad, and so they say everything's
Yeah.
great.
I kind of toy with that myself. And the way that I have gone is if I use it and I don't like it or it sucks, it's trash, I don't make a video about it. Do you guys think that that is good or not so good? Should people still make videos if a product is trash? What do you guys think, in their opinion anyway, or in their environment? What do you think about that? Because I toy with it back and forth, because sometimes it's like, well, in this environment, the way that I'm using it, if I'm using it correctly, it's not working for me. Should people know that? What do you guys think?
I
Go ahead, Alvin.
want me to, yeah. So I think you need to be pretty brave to do that, and I think people should do that. I know it'll be an unpopular opinion, but if you feel like that's in your environment and you want to say that, you should,
Yeah.
make a video if it's trash, or if
Yeah.
it's not for you, right?
Yeah.
People do want to know. People, I think, appreciate the honesty. Just make sure that when you do that, you convey it without attacking
Yeah.
too much. You know who does a good one? Keeve does.
Yeah.
Like when he
Kiva
says
is
a
good at
product's
that.
trash, he does it in a
Yep.
very entertaining way, in his his way. But
Yeah.
and we all laugh and we all understand. But there's other way. That's a good way of doing that. That's a really good
Yeah.
example. And there's ways that you shouldn't do that. But I think
Yeah.
people appreciate that honesty, and it earns trust. And I think, sorry to go ranting. Someone said, is it biased? Everyone has a little bias
Yeah.
on something.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry about that, Greg. Go ahead.
You think,
No,
Greg?
I was just going to say I agree with you, but the only thing that I'll add to it is if you're sponsored, if they're sending you the product to review, give the feedback to
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
make sure you give the
manufacturer. I mean,
feedback.
it's important instead of just posting you know a generated thumbnail surprised look and
Yeah. Yeah.
um, reach out to the manufacturer because they'll appreciate that. you
Yeah.
know
Yeah. I think that's important too. Reaching out to the manufacturer, asking. I know there's been a big debate. People talk when you put out a review that's not so great. Maybe you didn't follow the directions correctly, or yes, then what is there something that I did wrong at the application? So where is that fine line? Is it the user? Is it the product? And I think that's where I kind of falter, because I ask myself, well, crap, did I just not use this correctly? And if I'm going to show people, but that it doesn't work, but I'm not using it right. So I think, yeah, talking to, whatever brand is in charge of manufacturing that product, I think is a big,
Yeah.
that's if they'll reach out to you or reach back to you. Yeah, I don't know. Just something I've been really thinking about lately, as there has been a few things I have tried lately that I'm like, ugh, I don't like it.
And I agree with Ricardo yet, right there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not devastating. Yeah. It's just in an honest way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
Yep.
agree with that. I think, did I miss? Chelsea says, if every detailing product suddenly performed really well, what would actually determine which brands earned your loyalty? The people behind them. What do you guys think?
Yeah. So definitely, it's the people behind the brand would be a big influence there, especially they earn that goodwill, and goodwill's not permanent, but
Yeah.
they have earned that goodwill, and then for products that you've used for a while, that also earns a little bit of goodwill.
Yeah.
If everything was performing similarly, then it becomes personal preference. Scent,
Yeah.
Life would
another
be
one.
boring
Well,
Yeah.
yes,
if everything
life would be boring
performed
if
the
everything was
same.
the same. Exactly.
Yeah.
We'd all be driving the same car, the same color. So
Yeah.
But
Um,
yeah,
this is a good comment here, or did I just miss it? So thumbnails have become
Oh,
clickbait. You
yeah,
know, again, as a content creator, you want something that people are going to click on, right? Like that is
hmm
kind of that's part of it. But how clickbait is too much clickbait? What do you guys think about, we're talking about, the faces, or all the wildness that, and AI is crazy at this point, right? AI can do anything.
yeah.
So what do you guys think about clickbait thumbnails?
It's
I don't, yeah, there's so much
I
I don't even know where to
yeah.
start.
I'm at a loss of words. I mean, it's clickbait. You're trying to get
It's
people
yeah,
want
it's,
to look at your
I
I
mean,
channel. Do what you
I
need to
get
yeah,
you
do,
want
right?
yeah,
yeah,
you
that's
want the
that's a
engagement.
tough one. You do.
Yeah, you want the
Yeah,
engagement, but at the same time, I think it's become fatigued from using
Yeah,
the same thumbnails. I don't want to see this. I don't need to be
yeah,
home alone, or
yeah,
have like animated eyes,
yeah,
or some like big like clickbaity title like this is trash. But then you have to
yeah.
like yeah.
And it's crazy, and I have already fallen victim to it as well. Using AI for every thumbnail is such a thing now. It's almost like a pandemic. Would you guys agree? Like AI is that, I mean, but really it's everywhere. So sometimes I'm even starting to think like maybe stepping, for me, and I'm talking about, this is my opinion. I've gotten so accustomed to just throwing in what I want in Chat GPT, or whatever it is, that has that kind of taken away from authentic thumbnails, you know? I don't know.
personally, I don't think so. I think that there it's very creative. If you put a prompt in there that's just really good,
Yeah.
you might end up with a really cool thumbnail or a really cool picture.
Yeah.
I think that it's another tool
Yeah.
and it's another technique that will help you in the end.
Yeah. I agree.
I I think it's important, but not that important, and AI can help. But I recently saw another content creator talk about like this thumbnail um, success thing, where it doesn't really matter what is on the thumbnail as long as, because a lot of people look at it on their mobile devices,
Yeah.
you kind of squint at the thumbnail, but you can't really see as you're scrolling by. As long as it sticks out, it could
Yeah.
be like, so like if you just like close your eyes and just kind of, if you can get an idea of what that is as you scroll down,
Yeah.
that catches your eye more than what's actually in the picture. And so AI can help with that, but as long as it's something that kind of gives you a clear definition of what that is that you're presenting.
Yeah. That's the best. We had a picture of me with Moses when they were
When they
kids.
were
Oh
kids, I
my
signed the
God.
Declaration of Independence, and
Here
he
we
found my
go.
signature on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I am gonna, and please, chat and community, do not kill me. I do have to keep this podcast short, because unfortunately I have to go out of town to pick up my son's pads for football. So before we go, and I'm sorry, I hate to do this because I feel like we could go on for another hour.
Mm.
Um, let's do some closing questions here. So, what is one trend that you are seeing and detailing right now that you hope continues,
Ooh.
Advancement in
or
coatings.
or discontinues? Let's go either way.
Yeah. I'll go. The advancement that I'm seeing, that I've seen on some of the lives that Eddie's done, is the advancement in coatings, whether it's the spray coatings,
Oh
whether it's
yeah.
uh, it's typical application of a ceramic coating, the new surfactants that are coming out. I think by the end of this year, that we are just going to be blown away by what they're currently testing now and getting ready. We saw some major improvements with the red line stuff testing that was going on.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah,
and I'm excited for that.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely excited. I think
18
one
bucket wash.
yeah,
I think one thing that I'm seeing is I think competition breeds innovation. So I think it's been stagnant for a while. At least that's what I think.
yeah,
But I think as competition, heats up, especially getting crowded in the market, I think companies are trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And hopefully
Yeah.
we see that in SEMA.
Very cool. Yeah, I agree. I agree with the coding thing too. I think there's still a lot of innovation to be had within coding.
Actually, that is another thing that I would say is really innovative that Eddie does with his lives. I know they do scheduled lives, but I think the spur of the moment lives where you kind of go,
Yeah.
very entertaining, and you can get definite engagement.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give Dan his props too. His lives are very entertaining. So if you guys ever check them out, they are entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes.
More women in the industry. I hear you, Chingy.
Oh, definitely more women in the industry too.
I love that. All right, let's go ahead and end this podcast then with the last giveaway, and this is for the Yum wash pad. And I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm hoping that somebody knows the answer to this. So,
oh yeah, thumbs up first if everyone's ready. Sorry.
Yes, thank you. No, thank you, Alvin. Yes, please thumbs up if you are ready for this question. Let me know.
I'm ready.
Look
I'm
at
ready.
Vice. I don't even think
Congrats.
is Vice even on. I don't know that I saw Vice tonight. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you for those of you. Give me a thumbs up. Here's the question for the Yum wash pad. Okay. It's not a number. It's not a number. So here is the question. Here's the question. Eddie and Jamie and Nick just went on a vacation. What is the name of the city and state? You have to give me the town and the state
Yep.
that they were in.
Oh, I see the one.
It has to be the.
G. Siebold.
Oh,
He answered it. G. Siebold answered it.
Yeah, that G. Siebold guy.
I don't see it yet. It's where they
I don't
went
see it yet.
on vacation. Eddie and Jamie and Nick from Yum were on a holiday.
Part of it's right.
You definitely got the state right.
Yep, you got the state right, you guys, but you do not have. I just asked Eddie today just to make sure. And
No, Brant.
USA.
Very close. Eddie did give a different answer than what
Eddie
I'm
did
seeing.
give a different answer. So is there somebody who's close? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Oh, look at
Ooh, we got a winner.
AK. Eddie told me it was Kissimmee, Florida. So congratulations.
You can put my
If you will please jot down Alvin's Gmail address, darkdragon with a 0, 525@gmail.com to claim your Yum wash pad prize. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
AK. Well, you guys, again, oh, go ahead, Alvin. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say, also, if you want to try something, just let me know in the email. I'll give you a sample of something.
Yeah, because he has them all.
Yeah. So.
You named the rinse list, and he's got
Yeah, you name the rinse list. I'll give you a good sample.
Yeah. Again, you guys, I apologize for having to cut this short. It's kind of lay of the land when you got kids. So thank you guys for joining me tonight, Greg and Alvin. It was a blast having you on. Hopefully I can get you on again in the future. Thank you for all of you who are in the chat tonight. Everybody else, have a happy Monday. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Thanks, Christy. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Christy. Thanks, everyone.